Yeah, I was gonna say the Wizzy IBDW set sort of showed like Wizzy still has incredible like punishes off single grabs. He can get you a grab at 0,
right?
And as long as he gets like 3 good reads and you're off the stage, you're most likely dead.
Yeah, probably.
And he was like at 100% to 0, and he ended the game with like he threw him off the stage at like 25, did a knee rising up air, or the Gatsu is what we call it in Florida, and just won the game out of nowhere. So one grab from Wizzy can change everything. He made it's like he's playing Puff in some ways, but it's actually Falcon. It's insane.
Yeah, I think it's Logan. What's your opinions on probably just these players, just this matchup in general?
I have so much to say about their out-of-game consistency. So these are players that follow set tournament day routines. I know Wizzy, before tournaments, he goes on like a walk around like the venue. He works out. SFAT, known for his out-of-game consistency and his in-game consistency. He has like a set schedule on tournament days and non-tournament days. Has a set routine, calendar he follows every single day. These are 2 pillars of consistency, I think, in the tournament scene. And it's going to be fun to see how those kind of consistent playstyles collide and how they manage to kind of break out of their shells.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these two, like you said, they stick to the script and follow through in every aspect. This is a lifestyle for these two.
Very nice,
you know?
right there.
Definitely.
And it's showing in the bracket right now. I mean,
consummate professionals.
Yep. It's a Toph, man. You know, I got to segue to the guy who knows the matchup and all that, because I've seen you cook some of my favorite Falcons throughout your career. What do you normally look for when you do that?
HBox already kind of mentioned this, but I do think that ultimately playing Wizzy actually a bunch this weekend. Yeah, that soft knee edge guard he does off stage, that's the reason. And I did mention this on commentary in one of the earlier Wizzy sets, but to reiterate, I think it's the reason his tech chase style works so well. If he couldn't do that gimp, you could just tech towards the ledge and DI off stage, and then it ends. And that works against a lot of Falcons. They have to get an on-stage knee to take a stop.
And speaking of which,
right there. Yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
A lot of Falcons miss those sorts of edge guards or don't know when to go for them, so they rely on getting a stomp or a knee on stage to take your stop.
It's that intimidation factor also, which sort of says like, damn, even if I have Wizzy on the ropes on the ledge there, I really got to respect him off stage because he can really, at any point, bring it back.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So to me, Wizzy is the Falcon when I play him with Fox, where it feels like he can turn the most kind of minute thing that I didn't expect to be a big. Watch this right here. He got nicked by a nair from the ledge.
And
now you would think it was Jason Zimmerman. He could have died. He could have died.
He could have died.
He could have died.
Nah, for sure.
Beautiful spot dodge from SFAT. Wow.
Nah, I get what you mean.
Like a random nair from the ledge.
Yeah. Nair again.
One thing I want to bring attention to is how SFAT uses the platforms to angle above Wizzy's traditional approaches.
There you go.
Right.
In a lot of the neutral exchanges he's losing, he's playing ground to ground, and Wizzy's catching him with straight aerials, side Bs, etc. But like when he uses the platforms, he gets major openings. And even when he doesn't, like when he threatens going to the platform and drops through, he manages to trick Wizzy.
Even like right there with the full jump. Full jump through the platform.
Theo uses the platforms to reposition, get behind Wizzy, get in all those spots that Falcon can't throw out immediate aerials.
I'm noticing SFAT's doing a lot of tomahawks too, using that platform as a safety net. Like instead of coming down the aerial, just jumps twice, waits for Wizzy to react, then grabs him or drills him. But it's not quite enough right here. Here we see the classic edge guard situation, or tech chase rather.
Yeah, you're dead.
Gonna go at that. Yeah, but I can come back up.
Like you said, Toph, it was like a hair point situation right there. Like the slightest, it's like no Falcon in general is gonna get, you know, even like Johnny, none, they don't get like, I mean, obviously they kind of just destroy you the whole time. Whereas like Wizzy is just like, he just slowly like just picks you apart.
Yeah, it's a little more like what you see is what you get. You kind of know if you're getting hit by something that's really, really dangerous. With Wizzy, it can kind of come out of nowhere sometimes. Feels like he's on the defensive and he'll fight out of the defensive and turn it into a kill, which I think historically is not something Falcon was considered good at.
Right.
Falcon's has historically been considered, if you're in a bad spot, you got to reset to neutral.
And this is the stage where Wizzy had that tragic Game 5 SD versus.
Did you guys see
what the? He's built different. He's not from Earth.
His DIs and techs.
Florida has accepted from that like a long time ago. He's just different.
Yeah, I think these two in particular, what at least to me, what stands out about Wizzy is just like the reactions. I know. I mean, I know he goes for reads too at some point, but a lot like his ability to just respond on cue once he gets hit immediately and like turn it into like something like this, you know, it's just This could be a stock too.
Yeah, just keep going with that down on us. 2.
Yeah,
and he's so down to rinse and repeat. Right there when SFAT was in the up B next to the level, that's where the stylistic difference would come into play because Johnny and Nunn would always go off stage there for an upper. And that works too, or like a soft knee or back or something. But Wizzy is just down to rinse and repeat that stomp.
Here we go again.
Yeah, for sure. And
waits for the spot. Look at this.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah.
It's so, not yet.
I think too what Wizzy does is mad simple, but it's hella hard to do. It's like actually ridiculously hard to do.
It's ridiculously hard to do. Yeah. He actually dropped the tech chase right there, which happens. You know, even Wizzy, he'll make mistakes from time to time, but he's also very good at minimizing how big of a deal it is when he makes a mistake.
I think a big reason SFAT is losing right now is because he's not forcing tech chase mistakes out of Wizzy enough. So he should be mixing in those no tech rollaways. No tech rollaway.
No tech rollaway. No tech stand up.
I know you were talking about that earlier.
It's Wizzy's personal weakness. He told me that like no tech rollaway is by far the hardest for him to cover.
All right, SFAT's trying to get a little more confident here. 6 shines in that 5 seconds.
That's a shine.
And that's
another one.
Stock.
And
he brought it back.
Roll it up.
Hit him with that KDJ shine. Shout out to KDJ.
That's a 3-stock comeback potentially.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about how like Wizzy's controlling the game and like punishes and stuff, but SFAT keeps it close the entire time, like so sneakily. Like he's always in the game and you don't even realize it.
Holy crap.
He's subtle.
What happened?
He is subtle.
Yeah.
74.
What happened in the past 20 seconds?
SFAT is so good at making comebacks.
Yeah, I think SFAT, like Zach's ability to gain his bearings in situations is actually insane. Just in general, he always has been that kind of player that like figure out how to make something out of just nothing.
How to recenter himself.
Yeah.
But
and not that time. But
not that time.
But most of that game, he did a good job bringing it back.
The more here we go.
Identical to the Kaduran game. Identical to the Kaduran.
All right, here we go.
Like, if we look at the previous sets of SFAT, against Kaduran, he made that 3-stock comeback and then choked it at the end. But in this set, we need to see what happens this game because after SFAT lost that 3-stock comeback, like after Kaduran clutched it, SFAT got destroyed the next game.
Right.
So for me, it looks like it might be Wizzy favored this game.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Shine, you gotta hold. He accidentally. Yeah, that was kind of similar to the Cody thing. I don't know what happened there, but
yeah, it would have been fine if he didn't throw that knee out. That was random. Down throw here. He actually just guesses a stomp in.
I know Wizzy was having C-stick issues before this, like the bracket started, because he was trying to go for the controller modders for help.
Oh, interesting. C-stick issues.
C-stick issues.
Could be like C-stick code or something where you get the wrong aerial sometimes.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm
like,
a buff player,
I'll
so
go for back air and I get up air sometimes. I don't know if that happens to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the same thing.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. It's annoying for sure.
Yeah, it's super annoying.
One thing SFAT could be doing slightly better is I think he's letting himself get out of shield a little bit. He's gotten shield grab sometimes narrowing Wizzy's shield and going for like that last game he did repeated tilts on the shield, which it used to be, man, what can Falcon do about just up tilting, down tilting your shield over and over? His out of shield is so bad. But Wizzy's timing is good enough that he knows how to challenge.
Right.
What a call out. People's elbow. Gets a grab.
Okay.
Look at that
Another one after a missed knee. Should be an edge guard with down air.
Knee? Oh yeah, I thought that too. That angle was kind of crazy though.
It was good.
Actually called it out too.
Yeah.
That happens to everyone though so often. You grab the ledge, like you get the reap, and then you like doubt yourself, so you get off a little too early.
You trip up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ledge here, but this is it. Okay.
He knew he was gonna fade back. Shout out to Dunk.
Shout out to Dunk.
Fade backs in the game.
I'm calling the Wizzy comeback here. I don't know why.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
No.
As long as he doesn't
he's playing a bit weird.
On top platform.
Okay.
Second one.
The side platform made that one tricky.
Yeah.
Made it look like SFAT might land on the side platform.
Hey, okay, Zach. Oh, yo.
Oh, that's the new Wizzy option he's been doing. He Falcon kicks onto the level.
Wizzrobe took 80% there from one of his biggest habits as a player, which is undershooting and shooting in place, but not overshooting as often compared to Falcon.
Yeah. And that's what Zane was even saying. Zane was saying that Johnny and Nunn are the only Falcons that actually successfully overshoot against him.
That's why I think SFAT in particular could be a struggle for Wizzy, like historically, because SFAT is so good at that dash dance, that dash back, that it may give Wizzy a lot of trouble with his undershoots.
I see.
I saw SFAT, instead of going for the aerial on shield, he would hop in place 3 times. And the 4th one, it's not that Wizzy would drop shield, his head was exposed as Falcon.
Just shield is streaking.
It's like you can pressure without doing any moves. That's one of the cool things about Melee or Smash in general. So that was really clever from SFAT. Might see him do that a lot more in Game 4 because that's in neutral where he's been failing the most, is like how do you punish Wizzy just sitting in shield at low percents.
Right. Yeah, you know, like from a fighting game perspective, Falcon is kind of like a character that doesn't have a DP almost. Like when you're sitting on top of him, he can't throw anything out that comes out instantly. And so you can kind of hang out around his shield like that and scout out rolls, scout out wave dashes out of shield.
Right, there's no safe option. Even grab is like,
oh my god, that's the second time
another
SD.
SD.
Third Wizzy SD.
He keeps SDing with me too, like every time.
I wonder why.
That's so weird. I've never seen
not coming out.
Okay.
Wow, that was fast.
That was a good forward throw, actually.
I think a good way to recover against Wizzy, from what I noticed against him, is making it look like he'll grab the ledge and then threatening to basically side B either the ledge or onto the stage, and he'll do that ledge dash he just did to cover SFAT side being onto the stage, but instead you go to the ledge with either like a shorten or a mid shorten.
That's what Mango is the best in the world at, is looking at what you're doing to edge guard and then purposefully picking options.
It's almost like he's reading you when he's recovering.
Yeah.
He said that time, I'm not going to miss it. This time we're
baby,
getting
a triple.
Man, my man had a conversation with Porter. He was like, how are you doing? I'm fine. You like the blast zone? Let's go out sometime.
I'll introduce you.
Yeah.
Beautiful DI, too.
I'm still not sure about these tech patterns by SFAT. He's teching in place or teching away like so much.
See, that was something like that. That's a good way to
reset, bro. That was different.
All right, this should be.
He could have gone for a slide up there. That should not have teched in there.
There you go.
Yep.
Roll in. Yep.
Every time I see Wizzy do that, I think of the 50 Cent song. I've been patiently waiting.
Right.
He's just like sitting there crouching.
Could be
That song
potentially
just goes on.
SFAT's last stock in this entire tournament.
I know.
We'll be out at 9th place here.
Yeah, I think. I guess I can see why the shine would be risky, but I would have done it though.
You want to refresh ledge vulnerability and then go for it. Make it easy for yourself. Whoa, the DI was crazy.
The DI was crazy.
That's the task DI.
Man,
there it is. There's the shine.
I actually think if Wizzy's having controller issues and doing mistech and forcing him to do backdash at a crouch might actually be a good strategy. Like kind of abuse the fact that Wizzy's controller might be messing up.
Seems like he's hitting it though. Yeah. I feel like the thing about crouch tech chasers is that most people still don't do it. So they think most people mix it up between get up attack and roll behind.
Yeah.
But those are actually the two easiest options to cover.
Roll away is so good.
Roll away and normal get up are much harder to cover.
Oh my goodness.
That's why you tech when you're near the edge of the stage, because you can't mistech roll away.
He upgraded it, but he didn't need to.
Wow. 9th place. Good run.
And Wizzy
moves
on.
Top 8 for Wizzy.
Top 8 with the 3-1 over SFAT.
Man.
Even with the SDs.
Yeah, even despite the SDs.
Punishes is too strong.
Yeah, man. The grab conversions are really
ridiculously
clean.
good.
But, you know, SFAT, all the valiant fight. One of my favorite players, of course. I love seeing Zach just do well, be here, you know. So, kudos to him. But my man falls down at, I want to say 9th place.
9th place.
Yep. And he's still walking away with a bag for 9th place.
He is.
Yeah, for those of you unaware, 9th place receives currently
like
$3,100.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's climbing.
Damn, this is the one tournament you can say I played bad and walk out with a crazy bag.
A crazy bag. Certainly. Certainly. Yeah, really inspiring stuff wild. For Smash.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Well done.
We love to see it, but well done by Wizzy. Wizzy will move on to top 8. I'm not sure who Wizzy will be up against. I want to say the winner of the next set we got.
Yeah, this next set is
offset axe, right?
Yeah,
what do you guys think makes Wizzy so consistent at those tech chases compared to other Falcons?
He has the fastest reaction time, I think, of anyone in the community, if I'm being honest.
That, and I think, like, I mean, you know, practice makes perfect. I feel like, you know, that's he's flushed that out. That part of his game out.
Have you talked to him about it? Because here's the thing. Something I found really interesting was that, like, the way Wizzy speaks about his reaction tech chase, he basically has to kind of dedicate his full mental energy to it. Like, he's, like, fully focused on it. He's, like, laser focused on it. And so I feel like he's really good at almost switching into a mode where he's like, it's go time, it's reaction tech chase time, and he's fully locked into the screen.
It reminds me of like playing one of those like arcade games with just stop the button the exact same time, and everything else you just ignore that. And if he treats every single touch just like that, I can see why he's so consistent. It just takes that much more focus, and I think it's at the level that a lot of players simply just can't reach.
Have you seen his gamer stance?
His gamer
stance. Just, you know, he is one with the Falcon, and I think you actually have to be. And what I think is also really impressive about Wizzy in particular is there's plenty of players out there that can reaction tech chase pretty well off of throws and stuff, but Wizzy is really good at scrapping and having crazy stuff happen and then turning it into a tech chase and kind of seamlessly transitioning, whereas a lot of people will kind of drop it or they'll have a lot of trouble if they're not coming into it from a very predictable way, like, oh, I got a, you know, some very standard grab conversion. Like, he'll get a stray knockdown out of something you didn't expect, and he's ready to reaction tech chase immediately.
Right.
Very rare.
One thing is what Juan mentioned with his reaction time, but there's another couple out-of-game factors that really make Wizzy consistent with it, which is the way he sets up his headphones. So like every time Wizzy is in a tournament bracket, he sets his headphones up a certain way, so it's like listening to the game. He has a splitter set up, and I really think the headphones plugged into the game setup allows him to listen to the sound cues, and basically the way you have consistency in a punish is by replicating the same factors that led up to it every single time. So like, say you eat the same meal before a tournament, like you'll kind of get in that headspace. Like Mango listens to the same songs at tournaments. I listen to the same song at tournaments.
Yeah, Wizzy did tell me that he has to have everything perfect. Also, if you're playing Wizzy in a set in another tournament, definitely bring like a Rubik's Cube or something like that, just to pass the time a little bit. It might be a little bit before the match starts, but you know, it works for him. And the rule of thumb is whatever works for you, just keep doing it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Until the TOs tell him, hey man, you got to start. But hey, he's been pretty.
Yeah, he's been on point.
He's been on point today. He's been pretty, you know, good about honoring this schedule.